So, hello everyone. We are here with Karim, who is not far from Switzerland but still in France, who will talk to us about his experience, what he went through. So I believe this is your first long youth program, first long youth program. So you're going to tell us a little about your experience, what you went through in this program, what you can take away from it, and then, so you're a guy, you know, you're in the professions, you're in the fields of security, right? So you need resilience, you need to manage stress, you need, a certain alignment, right? When you're in these professions, you need to know, how to handle crisis situations. So, well, I'll let you express yourself a little about what you experienced here, how it went overall, and then do you already feel do you think it's going to be something beneficial, for your health?
First of all, paradoxically, I'm not coming because I have a major illness. I came to accompany my wife who had a minor condition to treat. But I was also drawn to the experience, to live this experience, and to see what it could generate, what it could cause for me. Because we didn't have an environment where I heard a lot of things. Like everyone, we hear a lot of things about Gen Sec. So I wanted to experience it for myself to make it my own while accompanying my wife. And so we prepared well. She came the first time, she wasn't very well prepared. She came back a second time, she was well prepared. And so we did the method as you recommended, a Gen Sec 24 hours a week, slightly longer Gen Secs, 2 or 3 days before. So we were well prepared, and this time it allowed us to hold on for quite a while. We held on for 7 days, 7 full days, and so as you said, I met a former limitary. I'm retired now, but it's true that I've experienced quite a lot of physical exertion.
Pushing oneself, yeah, crisis situations, there you go.
And it's true that it's completely different. You have to prepare well, but actually it's not at all insurmountable. I'm quite a foodie. I do have a bit of a sweet tooth for a lot of things. So it's been a little while since we started trying to have a slightly more healthy diet, eating fresh vegetables, preparing nice little dishes. And as a result, all of this has helped us a little to go in that direction. And actually I realized that this dry fasting has really been a revelation. It was I really feel at peace, calm inside. It's impressive, because not only is there the pure effect of fasting working on the body, but there's also the emotional support, the therapeutic support with the massage, all that. The setting which is just idyllic, which really allows you to recharge, to calm down, to refocus on yourself. And so I really feel at peace, and I feel very good. There, I went out, it's been 5 days since you went out 5 days ago.
How do you feel now? So of course the youth will still be working for about 2 more months, but there you go. How do you feel now?
It's certain that right now I don't yet have the strength to go on big sports outings, all that and everything. But I am well, I am at peace, and I feel that the energy is gradually returning. The appetite is gradually returning. Resuming eating was really essential for me to do here to avoid falling into that temptation we have in everyday life at home and everything. So that was really great. Here we started a dietary reset. Top-notch, really top-notch. So gradual. And we look forward to seeing each other again in 2 months.
How you will feel over the course of 2 months?
Have done this from now until 2 months. And gladly, I'll give another testimonial to see what state I'll be in 2 months. Because really, it's something truly impressive. So the symptoms I had, I didn't have a major crisis. After 3 or 4 days, I started to have a slightly numb mouth. I couldn't stand my saliva anymore. It was foamy. Then after that, my mouth completely dried out. After 5 or 6 days, I really started to feel thirsty. But actually, not really. It's like when your mouth is dry, you want to moisten it a bit, but actually you mustn't fall into that trap. Because as soon as you moisten, as soon as you bring water, immediately you want more. Then you feel like drinking, and the moment you stopped after 7 days when you started drinking, then you felt that your body was constantly asking for a drink. You really have to resist the temptation to moisten or to have water in your mouth. Because after that, the body keeps asking and asking. Whereas before that, you feel dry, you feel a bit dry, but in the end, you mustn't give in to temptation. As a result, I didn't have a major crisis because I didn't have a major pathology. Nevertheless, I had a complicated sleep. Sleep, you can't manage to sleep, insomniac. We get up all night, we wander on the beach, we come, we do Schumann. The night is very long. The day goes by very quickly because we are very busy with yoga,
Then,
massage,
all the activities that are there, you know?
workshops. At night, we regularly met among ourselves with the other fasters. We met on the beach, we arranged to meet. Some even took cold water infusions on the beach at night because we were hot. Even if we don't feel that the body is hot, we are hot all the time. So we are on the beach, we are not cold. There, the temperature was ideal, and it was just huge.
So you come out, you emerge, grown from this experience, so would you. How could you advise someone who is interested in this, who might not dare too much, who is still hesitating a bit? What would you tell them?
For me, you have to take the plunge, you must not be afraid. We are supervised. You have to follow the advisors. We followed the preparation. It's not complicated. Of course, if you want to change everything overnight,
you won't succeed.
Start with a small intermittent fast. Once the intermittent fast is manageable, you can do a small dry fast for 24 hours. That lasts a week too. You can do it every 2 weeks or every week. You really have to go gradually. By going gradually, you realize that in the end you can handle it. At first, my wife laughs and says, "You can't last too long because I'm always eating." I couldn't miss a meal, I couldn't play at the moment. But in the end, I went those days without eating, without drinking. I'm still alive. On the contrary, I'm in great shape and in good health. It's just in the mind. We tell ourselves we can't do it, it's too hard, there's nothing difficult, it's not insurmountable. You just have to go at your own pace, little by little. However, you have to make the decision yourself to do it. If you don't do it for the right reasons, or if you're not really determined to do it, it's not worth it. But if you have the desire to do it, you have to take the plunge. You have to go gradually, little by little. I would also like to give people some ideas. There was a person who was very thin. I think she weighed less than 35 kilos. She managed to complete the fast. I stopped a bit earlier, but she lasted 5 or 6 days of fasting.
She reached 6 days.
6 days.
Which is good, right, for a person?
I reached
which is
70
good, right?
kilos.
How is she going to do it? Yeah, that's true.
During the food reduction, I lost a little more than a kilo. Normally, I'm at 72. During the food reduction, I dropped a bit in the last weeks. I arrived here at 70 kilos and went down to 61. In 7 days of dry fasting, I lost 9 kilos. Now I've already regained a little more than 3 kilos. It will resume. That's good. I am really very satisfied. You shouldn't hesitate. And the support, how did you find it? And it's good. There is a good complementarity. On the technical side, fasting, nutrition, the support, Marie-Christine, the emotional part, it was very good too. Daniela and the whole team. There's a whole logistics behind it too, for the meals. We don't feel isolated. We don't feel abandoned, we are submissive. There's one who isn't here. We check in. Everyone goes at their own pace, but we still don't feel.
But it's for...
It's also reassuring for people doing it for the first time. The group too, it's very good. We were still a good group. There were 17 of us in total. It's good because we talk, we exchange, we meet people, we share our feelings a little. And then we see that others, we're not the only ones to have these kinds of things. Trouble sleeping, we're not the only ones with a dry mouth. Some go through really difficult crises. So it allows us to put things into perspective. We say, he's struggling. Okay, I'm fine. In the end, it comes back. And it helps. We support each other.
We motivate each other. You were a group with quite a strong group dynamic. No, you are well supported, which has helped some who were struggling a bit to push through, to go a little further, you know. There are 3 or 4 who have gone 9 days, right? 10 days with Clementine, up to 10 days, and quite a few for 9 days,
We felt after 7 days that it was enough. After that, it's up to each person. That's the thing. No one is being judged. We're here doing our fast. Everyone fasts for themselves. And it lasts 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days,
it's just
9
like
days.
medicine. 10 days, There are no rules. Everyone goes at their own pace,
and
right?
everyone gains great benefits. Everyone agrees. Everyone has of the same opinion to say that we really come out of it with a lot of
the benefit. Well, then you might come back one day then. Maybe. Well, thank you very much for your testimony, and then I'll see you next time, right? All right, thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.